0706 5381 320 or drop your comment in the comment section if you're watching us live on Facebook.
You can as well call us on 0904 956 0826. Send us a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number 0705 113 8812. Remember to move away from your radio set. Tell us your name, give us a location, and go on to tell us your opinion on the trending stories. Hello, good morning. Oh, Tutoma, good morning.
Happy 38.
Champions.
Oh, I'm back at the ladies. Okay, to talk about the land of correct. MT need to know about.
Okay, Gani.
Go ahead.
Can't see on my can pass and I pass you my back about a lot. I took a record move with you. You have a task and the pampa. But can I find out 50 days after all these 5 for another? I used to be Mike, I did go back up. I have Papa Fire to get go back up. Get go to teach it. You take a child, your child. Lecture of 1 who put me. I'll be half of fire, my lecturer, man, I'll be half of. And the match, you are now about it. So what some man attacks here? Anyway, so Madam Omenu, but I'm there about to play a law phone at 2 a.m. So Kahati and all of them, they are done of work. Because in them, there will be a barrister, in them, there will be a doctor, in them, there will be a nurse, and so. And I want to happen to ban up of one before. So, every gen is again before admitting them into that situation. So they should bend down and dig and follow the full instruction.
Dalo. Our analyst in the studio today is Imandi Ezanago, public affairs analyst. Welcome to Press Review.
Good morning, Anambra.
Good morning. Okay, let's welcome this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Steven Ejak. I'm calling from here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, even so, it's no Bumaka, Opu, governor, so we do. The Opu, you always see Southeast development project. On our way, on our real person, government can show. Now, I give you the way that connected the 5 states. Then I also remember my governor that I review. Look, personally, I do not really wait. They link to the whole 21 local governments in Anambra. So I want to ask you guys that are very close to him there. Now that's one open, we do the gear. Now for them to give it to the whole 5 states.
All right, thank you for your contribution. Emandi.
Yeah, I want to talk on the task, the VC of Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University is telling the new students to
come close to the mic.
To work on. That's a very good advice, and that is what the students ought to know, because I believe that for you to be a regular student in an institution, your parents or guardians must have done their part to see that you are in that particular institution. Now, the next thing is you as a student, your role to ensure that at the end of the day, you come out with a very good result or grades, because I don't see anything that would distract you from that particular mission that you are in that institution. You don't work to earn income to take care of yourself. You don't do much that brings income to assist your education. So you see, that is the reason why when you are in the school, you know the purpose and the reason why you're in the school, and you try as much as possible to achieve that. Because if a CEP student or someone that is doing masters and PhD that combines work with school will have good grades, you as a young person between 18 to 19 or 20 years that just got admission into the university should work hard to do better, because it's not all about going to the school and graduating. The issue is, what grade did you come out with? Is it first class? Is it second class or third class? So that at the end of the day, you find that, yes, this certificate that I'm coming out with, I can defend it and it can give me this that I want to achieve in future. So as a student, you don't have any other business than to ensure that these fees paid by your parents or guardians are not waste at the end of the day. So the task is not a difficult one. It's a very simple task, because you just have to attend classes, do your assignments, do your tests, then write your exams. At the end of the day, you find that your hard work towards this particular grade is not a waste.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
Because I don't make a new na-ekwu.
Daalụ.
Okwu ahụ na-ekwu magburu onwe ya. Afụ m the reason why eji dị nwata akwụkwọ. Ahapụ akwụkwọ eduri ya, na-eje eme ihe ọzọ. Ụfọdụ si ebe a, eje aba ahụ society. Ndị nke ji ahapụ akwụkwọ ha na-agụ, na-eje agwụ oke ite. So mgbe a na-eme ụdị ihe dị n'ahụ, mgbe na ọ daba n'anya ya. Nne na nna na-ata afụ wee na nwa gị gara akwụkwọ, wee na ụha akwụkwọ ka ọ gara, o jere ga amụ ihe ọjọọ. Kedu isi the benefit nne na nna ya enwetazi n'aka ụmụaka ahụ? So ekwesịrị ilebara ụmụaka ahụ anya, lebara ezigbo anya, because ụmụaka na ọnọdụ ka omeji, ịkpakwa ahụ ọfụma, ha arịgbo agba, ịkpakwa ahụ ọfụma, ha tụfu ihe ebe ọzọ. Ekelekwe m unu.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Okay. All right, we're moving over now to the national dailies. We'll see what's trending today in the national dailies, and then we are kickstarting that with them. Let's drop this one from. Okay, you can start with one there, and then we move on to the next. Okay, from Tribune, we have tax reform bills, future of Nigeria. Senate President says not up to 30% of Nigerians pay tax. RMAFC urges Senate to adopt governor's position on new VAT formula. PDP court orders INEC to stay action on Anyanwu sack. Party Ude Okoye apply to join suit. Adebanjo Foberia, May 3. APC has left me, that's from El-Rufai, says Tinubu Senate rejected his ministerial nomination, faults implementation of president's economic policies, hints at possibility of joining another political party, rules out PDP. Ayedetu was sworn in as Ondo governor, appoints Fashorenti's son as SSG. Police begin probe as residents claim 22 killed in Edo clashes. Why Nigerian Tribune was among first to be granted interview upon my assumption of office. That's from Babangida. Or you can check page 20 of today's Tribune to know why. Osun APC local government chairman gave workers ultimatum to resume. We have the riders accuse Adeleke Makinde Bala Mohammed of igniting crisis. They lack power to intimidate, threaten workers. That's from the NLC and the TUC, Trade Union Congress. APC only interested in burning down Osun. That's from Adeleke's spokesman. And finally, they are still smarting from loss suffered at the local government pool. That's from Makinde's aide.
From the Daily Times, we have alleged 80.2 billion naira fraud, Bello's name not in Abuja property document. EFCC witness tells court. Bandit Turji will be eliminated soon, coming from Army. The banner headlines from the Daily Times says Emefiele's lawyers accuse Justice Oshodi of bias, demand he hands off ex-CBN governor's trial. June 12, IBB should be prosecuted for human rights abuses undermining democracy, coming from Abdul Oro. That's on page 6 of the Daily Times. On Anambra Guba, those clamoring for zoning agents of ABGA, coming from aspirant. NCDC reports 80 deaths in 11 states as Lassa fever case escalates. And finally, from the Daily Times, Tinubu tax NAS on workable tax reform bill.
Okay, and moving over now to the nation. Development of bitumen port, my priority, says I had a tour. Osun Council workers get conflicting directives. Osun local government controversy, legal solution to logjam. 22-year-old Nigerian Zuriel tipped for Nobel Peace Prize. Tinubu seeks stronger security synergy. Anyanwu court restrains Damagum INEC. Less than 30% of Nigerians pay tax. Bill gets backing at public hearing. Funding crisis, improper planning hinder census. President raises panel to rev up plan. Kwara State's 5,928 for teachers recruitment interview. 9 die on Lagos Ibadan road crash. These are the trending ones from today's Nation.
Right, so from Daily Trust, Customs withdraws 4% import charges. Tinubu to set up committee on census. NNPP, Kwankwaso's faction, ruined the fair over suspension. On the banner headline from Daily Trust, opponents dissect Tinubu's tax reform bills. ACF submits memoranda will be thorough, coming from Babio. Tinubu North National Assembly dropped me as a minister, coming from Erufai. Tenants beat up landlord over house rent. Drug abuse, domestic violence on increase in Northwest, coming from Speaker. 9 killed, 3 injured in Lagos Ibadan road crash. These are the trending stories from Daily Trust.
And from the Punch, tax reform, Senate asks federal government, states to firm up agreement. IBB's book, Don't Tarnish Braithwaite's Name, Family Wounds, Obasanjo. Filling stations shut, loading halted as Lagos impounds tankers. 2027 APC berates El-Rufai for attack on Tinubu Ribadu. Lagos Assembly Speaker Miranda may step down as Akonde panel shortlists 7. Panel recommends Obasa's resignation. Akonde Ochoba to brief Tinubu on report. Ayedetiwa begins new term. Fashoranti's son orders get cabinet appointments. Ex-Nigerian NSA linked to $1 million US horse farm. That's a report. $4.5 billion fraud. Emefiele alleges bias, demands judges withdrawal. And finally, Osun crisis, local government workers shun APC chairman's ultimatum to resume. Okay, back to the analysts in the studio.
Yeah, I want to start with the cry and lamentation of El-Rufai. I don't know why he's crying foul now, because when he was a governor during the past administration, he was like
in Kaduna.
He was like a demigod of APC and the nation at large. He was as if that the power of APC and Nigeria revolves only around him. He was also making some incessant statements then as a governor, even when I think during the time of Buhari's second tenure election, there were so many statements that he made, including threatening the international observers that were to come to observe the election. And after that, he was commenting, making bad comments, which invariably they were hate speech, which the APC government condemned. So now that he's no longer in power, he's now crying. That's for him to see that power is transient. That power that you're in a position today doesn't mean that you'll be there forever. So he should not cry that they remove his name from the nomination list of the ministerial list, or APC abandoning him, or whatever thing being done against him. That's to show you that all those things are coming at a time that he was supposed to be respected as a former governor of Kaduna State, and someone that has that high level of power, then supposed to put hand to fix the country. Even as a governor, even when he was a governor, there was a high rate of insecurity in his state, which he couldn't maintain. He was busy tackling the opposition and the rest of other people that doesn't agree with the APC government. Now he's still complaining against the APC government, which is also a member of the party, and that. So the only thing is just that he should not cry, he should not comment, he should not lament, he should just go to his home and sleep. He should just go and rest, because all these things are coming after him. I believe that is because of the way of his abuse of power when he was the governor. Now, coming to Edo clashes and Osun and Lagos and other crises that have been happening within some states in this country. Different states and their peculiarity of crisis. But the issue is, what are these our leaders doing to ensure that there is peace and harmony in their states? Because you cannot tell me that this clash and crisis are happening in a particular state, and you as the governor is not aware, and you as the governor is not trying to bring in peace to ensure that these lives that are being wasted in this crisis and clashes, it doesn't continue. These are the things that our leaders, that the governors of these states have to see. Crisis may arise. We are not disputing that. But what we are trying to say is, how fast are you as a governor to ensure that there is lasting peace in your state? Or are you the one working on this crisis to ensure that the people that elected you into power do not have peace? Or is it because definitely we believe that this is political issues, but there is a way that this can be resolved. It can be resolved, and after resolving these issues, there will be peace in the states. So the governors of Edo, Osun, and the rest of them should please try to ensure that these innocent lives that are being wasted, including the lives of the security personnel and the citizens, are preserved, so that lasting peace will come in. Because when there is peace in a state, definitely there will be peace in the country. Thank you. And
then Erufai is saying that he may join another party, but not really.
Not a PDP.
PDP. So,
you know one thing is that it depends how clean he is. It's not a matter of joining another party. It's the consequences or the fight that will come to him if he joins. Because just as one former governor said that once you come into APC, your sins you will be forgiven. So that's the area that you should also consider. That leaving this APC, will I be safe? Or will my there's like in social media they call them diggers club. Will they dig out my past evil or misappropriation of funds and the rest of them? And it's not about joining a party, another party. It is the impact that you have to bring in that party and the country. So if he's joining even if he's joining another political party, it's for his own self-interest. But we have to look at the way he handled Kaduna State and the way he placed Nigeria during the time of Buhari to check what will happen if he joins another party. So I believe that him joining another party is to work against his party that has he believed that denied him some benefit. He felt that he's right, which is not.
So why do our politicians keep cross-carpeting? Maybe if you are in a particular political party and then maybe you think you're not getting what you want, you move to another one, and if you're there, you're getting what you want, you stay there. The next time you're not getting what you want, you leave. You move to another party.
So everything must go in your favor.
Like an old wine now in a new wine skin. What difference will it make?
And then the worst part of it is when they move to these new political parties, they expect to be the one being worshipped, and their words are final take in that political party. Whereas people are there.
There is a juicy position for
themselves. Well, that's.
Well, I think, like you said, what matters is the impact you are making. It doesn't matter the political party or your platform, but the impact you are making is what matters most. You know?
That's the most important thing.
There's a headline some weeks ago. Nnamdi Kanu went to court and said that the judge was biased. The judge handling his case is biased. And today we've seen Emefiele as well calling his judge the judge over his case biased as well. Is that the new attack towards justice in Nigeria?
No, the point is that
a biased judge.
You reserve the right to say this is what is happening. This is what I feel.
Just looking like
I don't like this judge.
It's a new trend. It's looking like it's a new trend. Everybody wakes up and says, my judge is biased. I need a new judge.
So if he needs a new judge by right, and he has a constitutional right to ask for a new judge if he feels there's some kind of level of bias, and then that is the point. So, but there it depends on the case on ground, because everybody wants justice. So if you feel that there's a foul play
somewhere
on the pendulum, swinging your way, then you have every right to say, please, I need another judge, so that at the end of the day, justice is served,
Yeah, I hope they don't keep changing judges, because
well, it's up to it's up
tomorrow
to
again you come out to cry that this one is biased as well. They switch it again. You come and say this one is biased. Well, we will see the end of this bias journey from both Nnamdi Kanu and Emefiele, because it's been too long. They have been in court for too long, and once this whole situation just come to an end, I say, okay, this is it, and this is your judgment.
No date again fixed for the matter.
Yes.
As I joined the Senate kind of in the legal balance. So, well, let's keep our fingers crossed. Yeah. Okay. Are you commenting on any other one? Please keep your calls coming. Drop your comment in the comment section on Facebook, as well as WhatsApp, and then we'll read out your comments. Okay, back to the analyst in the studio.
Yeah, coming to the, I want to comment on the findings of the NCDC concerning Lassa fever, the cases that they found in 11 states. This trend of Lassa fever is, I think it has come up again. I think the last time that, or should I say the first time that we heard of this Lassa fever case was, I think either 2018 or 2019. And now the case has come up again. Now the issue now is, we have these diseases. Now, the preventive measures, these are the things that should be updated on the size of NCDC, so that if is there, an individual can go there, look at it, know the preventive measures for this disease, for this particular disease. Apart from that, they should also update the commissioners of health in the 36 states. And then the commissioners will then transfer the information down to the citizens in that particular state. Now, this Lassa fever will retain and other diseases that we face in this country, and these are deadly diseases, not just a disease that will just come, you go to the hospital, within a short time you are back to your feet, and then it's a deadly disease that if not diagnosed on time, it takes life within a short period of days. So these are the things that the NCDC should let we the citizens know, not just telling us that yes, that we found cases in 11 states and the rest of them. Tell us these are the preventive measures. If there is a cure, empower let the information be known to the commissioners. We have healthcare centers in our various communities. Then you go to them, say the preventive, if vaccines should be provided, if there is need for vaccines, yes, you bring it up. If there will be need for the cure, you empower the primary healthcare centers where people can easily go and get treated and then back to their homes. So it's not about telling us we found these cases. Tell us the causes, the preventions, and the treatment, so that and the symptoms as well. If the symptoms is the same thing as let's say malaria or typhoid, we let you know, so that you'll be conscious that when you have fever, you won't just say this is malaria. You'll be conscious of yourself to go to the hospital to get diagnosed, to know what is actually wrong. So NCDC is not all about telling us about the findings in the state or the cases in the state. Please update us. Let the citizens be updated on the preventive measures, the causes, the symptoms, and then the treatment. Not just for Lassa fever, but for other diseases that we can see around us. Okay,
someone is here. Hello, good morning. Okay, we have other trending stories from many national dailies. We can take stories from The Guardian. We have 400,000 per truck. Maritime transporters threaten strike over extortion in Lagos. Native doctors protest alleged witch hunt by Soludo's administration. That's on page 9 of The Guardian. NNPP suspends serving Kanu Senator 3 reps. On prison decongestion, 53,225 pre-trial detainees languish in jail despite push to pardon politicians. We'll have a breakdown of that on the front cover of The Guardian. Where Erufai, without doubt, Tinubu considers committee for fresh census. Tinubu tax National Assembly on workable tax law. Drug abuse, 1 million of Northwest, 3 million addicts in Kano. Abia, Rivers, Zamfara, Kano, 11 others lack female lawmakers. Adatiwa takes oath of office, pardons 43 inmates at inauguration. And from Daily Independent, telecoms infrastructure, NIPSS urges Tinubu to prevail on states to waive right of way fees. Tinubu tax National Assembly on workable tax law, says security agencies threatened to meet challenges. That's on page 7. On Oloshun crisis, NLC, APC disagree over resumption of council workers. Akpabio insists on unified tax system for Nigeria. Aida was sworn in as Ondo governor, promises to explore blue economy. Yaya Bello not linked to 550 million naira property. AFCC witness tells court. North at war against itself. Babangida Aliyu laments. And finally from the Independent, Ipman gives federal government 7-day ultimatum to pay 100 billion naira claim. These are trending stories from the national dailies, and that's all from national dailies this morning.
Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to talk on the president setting up a committee on census.
Yeah.
I think setting up the committee is a very great step. It's a very applaudable step to this census. Not just waking up one morning to declare or state that so date will be for the census, and then you start setting up the committee and then working towards it. You find out that at the end of the day, you may not achieve that, just as the past administration, the dates shifted, the dates was shifted, I think, twice. At the end of the day, the census didn't hold. So I believe that with this committee, they will sit down to analyze, and then the fundings and the rest of them will be part of their discussion before any particular date will be brought up, and then the citizens will start working towards that. Getting this census is also a very welcome development, because it will help to know that these are the number of people in the country, the number of people that we have. These are the things that we have to do for these people. The fundings, then you know where you put those funds into. And at the end of the day, the people can also have the accurate number, not having the previous one that we used, I think 2000 and I think either 24, 25, I guess. When
that was about 10 years ago, when we had a national head count or census.
So it's a very long time. To me, it's long overdue. So we have to get the current number, which we can, the current figure, which we can also work with. And I believe that this committee should also do everything possible to ensure that at the end of the day, this census is being carried out. And apart from that, there should be more sensitization on the people to know the importance of this census. Because it's from this census that when you talk about federal character, you participate in. It's from this census that when it talks about development, infrastructure, in some zones, it will be impactful because they will work according to figure. So especially those of us in Southeast should be sensitized properly on the importance of this census. Now coming to also Tinubu working on to tighten security in the nation is a very welcome development. Now he cannot do this without the state governors. Now, if His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to tighten security in this country, what will be the roles of these governors that this insecurity is happening in their states? So he cannot achieve it without these state governors. So as he's playing his own role, these state governors should also play their own roles, because this insecurity is happening in their states. Because you start from a community to a local government, state, then state, before you start mentioning that is in Nigeria. So the state governors should work together with the president to ensure that him trying to tighten the security measures in this country is achieved. Because
so how can they be of help? How can they join in fighting the war against insecurity from their various states?
From the various states, as I mentioned earlier, there are peculiarities of the insecurities in different states. So the way it's happening in state A is not not exactly the way it's happening in state B. So they work with their commissioner of police, starting from there. Then they should be updated. Now, if possible, then these just like the Anambra state already have Udogachi and even their vigilante and the rest of them. They can do that, because this thing, for you to say that it's happening in a state, definitely it's already happening in a community. For you to say that it's happening in a state, it's already happening in a community. So from there, it can be done. And at the end of the day, you find that there will be peace all over the country. You can travel from one state to the other without fear of the unknown of what will happen. So that's the thing. So there are different ways that they can, if they can secure themselves and their family, definitely they can secure their state.
Okay. We have a message on Facebook. Also, Francis Omanamane watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good morning, my analysts in the studio. IBB's autobiography have actually exposed the lies and maltreatment against Ndibo. God help us. That's it from Facebook's caller is here. Hello, good morning.
Why can't you like a metal?
Well, when I am with you, but
I come out wrong with things.
no,
When I want to be glitchy, so curious, moderation to kingdom happen.
that
No.
will get it.
Eventually, if you know, the native doctors, airport is, and children are crying jaya. I was really not crying jaya. No man in Dubai now to see man. In the case, to every year, this time, after I am a one governing native doctors before. All the Paramagua, but the government use this measure. You will watch even number back at the devil before. You don't ban you. Only one native doctor Bugasari. Call on the Hanaro. There are all my Henry Subu. So I have Batarian in our Aloma, no Anambra. In a woman, I boom for ritual. These native doctors, or one of Wakita. So, I so. Now, no Joe, my man in a boom, mother, in a mere jaw, to keep it in a big.
All right, thank you for joining us, and this is where we will draw the cutting on today's edition of our. Okay, just before that, one more call. Let's take this one and then finally cutting. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Because I am
Okay, Ganiru.
because Okwahun was Amaka. Makana Yana could you get hours in Yanabu? Na anabi the Ruba to KG. Limited daughter. And when the fact, when there's a way. But other kinds of Kanjo. Now what I carry your hat off of Moja Moro. Oh, what I would believe. What I carry American letter. If you are to Jigo, whenever if we are a good locomotive. If you are a good ever touch him, you are that in a hotata.
Oh, yeah.
Ida hotata and a Upano Kita. Umata Bayana Hojo, through the room, native daughter. I know it at Hata, which is very bad.
All right, thank you. And on this point, we conclude today's edition of Press Review. We want to thank you for coming, Imandi Ezenago. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Right.
At 9 o'clock, we'll be on to Tuesday edition of Nzuko Anambra.
My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Stay with us.